Billionaires don't visualize. Let me say that again. Billionaires don't sit in meditation imagining their dream life. They don't create vision boards. They don't spend 20 minutes a day picturing themselves on a yacht. And yet, they have the yachts. They have the wealth. They have the reality you're trying to visualize into existence. So what are they doing that you're not? What method are they using while you're still closing your eyes and hoping your mental movies will somehow materialize? I'm about to show you the leaked method, the thing billionaires actually do that creates wealth, power, and reality-bending results. And I need to warn you, this is going to challenge everything you've been taught about manifestation. Because the billion-dollar truth is this: visualization is for beginners. It's the entry point, the gateway drug. But it's not how you actually create wealth and power in the real world. The ultra-wealthy learn something that manifestation teachers don't tell you. They learn that imagination without implementation is just fantasy, and fantasy doesn't build empires. So they stopped visualizing and started doing something else, something that sounds less spiritual but works infinitely faster. And once you understand what it is and why it works, you'll never waste time on passive visualization again. This video reveals the exact method billionaires use instead of visualization, why it works at the quantum level, and how you can start using it today to create the results you've been trying to manifest for years. The visualization trap. Here's what they don't tell you in manifestation courses. Visualization works for small things: a parking spot, a free coffee, a text from someone you were thinking about. But when it comes to massive wealth, life-changing power, and reality-altering results, visualization alone doesn't cut it. And billionaires know this. Why? Because visualization keeps you in imagination. It keeps you in the realm of possibility without ever crossing the bridge into actuality. You imagine the mansion. You feel the feeling. You see yourself there. And your brain releases dopamine, giving you a hit of pleasure. You feel good, satisfied, and then you open your eyes and nothing has changed. Because feeling good about something isn't the same as building something. Billionaires understand that visualization has a fatal flaw. It creates the illusion of progress without requiring actual progress. Your brain can't tell the difference between vividly imagining success and actually achieving it. So when you visualize intensely, your brain thinks you already did it. And what happens when your brain thinks you already did something? You lose motivation to actually do it. Psychologists call this goal substitution. You substitute the mental image for the real action. And substitution doesn't build wealth. The passivity problem. Visualization is fundamentally passive. You sit, you imagine, you feel, but you're not moving, you're not creating, you're not implementing. And the universe, the quantum field, doesn't respond to imagination. It responds to frequency. And frequency isn't just what you think or feel, it's what you do. Every action you take sends a signal to the field. When you take bold action, the field reads that as certainty, as commitment, as this person is serious. But when you only visualize, the field reads passivity, hesitation. This person is still preparing, still hoping, still waiting. And the field gives you more waiting. Billionaires don't wait. They don't sit around imagining their next move. They make their next move. And then the universe rearranges itself around their action, not the other way around. The wealth timeline gap. Here's another thing. Visualization works on your personal timeline. You imagine what you want, when you want it, how it will look. But wealth operates on a different timeline. Wealth is created through systems, leverage, and compounding. These things take implementation, not imagination. You can't visualize a business into profitability. You can visualize the end result, sure. But between visualization and result is a massive gap called execution. And execution is what billionaires focus on, not the imagining, the doing. This is why you see so many people with beautiful vision boards and empty bank accounts. They mastered the art of imagining wealth, but they never mastered the art of creating it. And creation requires a completely different method: what billionaires actually do. So if billionaires aren't visualizing, what are they doing? The method is called strategic embodiment, and it's the opposite of passive visualization. Here's how it works. Instead of imagining who they want to become, billionaires decide who they are right now and act from that identity immediately. They don't visualize being a CEO. They make the decision a CEO would make today. They don't imagine having confidence. They take the action a confident person would take in the next 5 minutes. They collapse the gap between imagination and implementation by embodying the identity now and letting their actions prove it. This is radically different from visualization. Visualization says, imagine the end result and feel it until it manifests. Strategic embodiment says, decide who you are right now and act accordingly. Reality will conform to your actions. Let me give you a real example. When Jeff Bezos started Amazon, he didn't sit around visualizing being a billionaire. He made one decision: I'm building the everything store. And then every single action he took for the next 20 years was in service of that decision. He didn't hope, he didn't wish, he didn't visualize success and wait for the universe to deliver it. He decided, and then he built. Decision plus action equals reality. That's the formula. Decision over desire. Here's the key distinction. Most people operate from desire. I want wealth. I want success. I want freedom. Desire is future-based. It implies you don't have it now. And as long as you're in desire, you're in separation. You're broadcasting, I don't have this yet, to the quantum field. And the field mirrors that back. But billionaires don't operate from desire. They operate from decision. And decision is present-based. When you make a decision, you're not hoping for a future outcome. You're declaring a present identity. I am a person who builds businesses. I am a person who takes calculated risks. I am a person who solves billion-dollar problems. These aren't affirmations. These are decisions. And decisions change behavior immediately. Desire keeps you in your head. Decision moves you into action. And action is what creates wealth. Not imagination, not hoping. Action. Billionaires take more action in a day than most people take in a month. And they don't wait to feel ready or align their energy. They decide, and then they move. And the universe moves with them. Implementation over inspiration. Most people are addicted to inspiration. They watch motivational videos, they read success books, they get pumped up imagining their dream life, and then they wait for the inspiration to move them. But inspiration is unreliable. It comes and goes. And if you only act when you're inspired, you'll act inconsistently. And inconsistent action creates inconsistent results. Billionaires don't wait for inspiration. They have systems, routines, disciplines. They act whether they feel like it or not, because they know that consistent implementation compounds. One decision implemented today leads to another opportunity tomorrow. That opportunity leads to a connection. That connection leads to a deal. That deal leads to wealth. But none of that happens if you're sitting in meditation, visualizing the end result, and hoping the universe will skip all the steps for you. The leaked secret is this: billionaires treat wealth creation like engineering, not magic. They don't manifest. They build. They don't attract. They create. And creation requires your hands, your time, your energy, your focus, not just your imagination. The neuroscience of decision. When you make a decision, a real decision, not a wish, your brain activates the prefrontal cortex. This is the part of your brain responsible for executive function, planning, and implementation. It's the CEO of your brain. And when the CEO is active, your entire nervous system aligns behind the decision. Your brain starts filtering information to support the decision. Opportunities you would have missed become visible. People you need start appearing. Resources align, not because the universe is magical, But because your brain's reticular activating system is now filtering reality for what supports your decision. But when you only visualize, you activate a different part of your brain, the default mode network. This is the daydreaming brain, the imagination brain. And while it feels good to activate this area, it doesn't drive action. It doesn't filter for opportunities. It just creates mental imagery, beautiful, vivid, and ultimately useless without implementation. Billionaires understand this neurologically. They know that decision activates the doing brain, and the doing brain creates reality, not the imagining brain. The quantum field responds to action. Here's the quantum truth. The field doesn't respond to what you imagine. It responds to your electromagnetic state. And your electromagnetic state is determined by what you're doing, not just what you're thinking. When you take bold action, your electromagnetic field broadcasts certainty, commitment. This is happening, and the field organizes around certainty. But when you only visualize, your field broadcasts hoping, wishing, maybe this will happen. And the field gives you more maybe, more uncertainty, more waiting. Think of it this way. Visualization is you asking the universe to create for you. Strategic embodiment is you co-creating with the universe. The universe doesn't do it for you. It meets you where you are. And if you're sitting still, it has nothing to meet. But if you're moving, building, creating, implementing, the universe moves with you. Synchronicities happen. Doors open. People show up. Not because you visualize them, but because you're in motion. And motion creates momentum. The compounding effect. Wealth doesn't come from one big visualization. It comes from thousands of small implementations compounded over time. One decision leads to one action. One action leads to one result. One result leads to one learning. One learning leads to one better decision. And this compounds, day after day, week after week, year after year. Billionaires understand compounding. They know that small actions, done consistently, create exponential results. But most people want instant manifestation. They want to visualize once and wake up rich. And when that doesn't happen, they blame the universe, or their worthiness, or their blocks. But the truth is simpler. They didn't implement. They didn't compound. They didn't build. Jeff Bezos didn't become a billionaire from one visualization. He became a billionaire from 10,000 decisions, each one implemented, each one compounded. Elon Musk didn't manifest SpaceX through imagination. He built it through brutal implementation. Decision, action, learning, repeat. That's the formula. Not close your eyes and hope. Step 1. Make one decision. Stop trying to manifest 10 things. Choose one, the one that matters most, and make a decision about it. Not, I want this. Not, I hope for this. A decision. I am building this. I am creating this. I am becoming this person who has this. Feel the difference? A decision is final. It's done. There's no more debate. You've chosen, now you act. Step 2. Identify the next physical action. Here's where most people get stuck. They make a decision and then wait for the universe to show them what to do. But the universe doesn't work that way. You have to identify the next action. Not the 100th action, the next one. What is one physical thing you can do in the next 24 hours that moves you toward your decision? Make a call, send an email, research something, create something. Whatever it is, identify it, write it down, and commit to doing it. Step 3. Take the action without needing to see the whole path. This is crucial. Billionaires don't need to see the whole staircase before they take the first step. They take the first step, and the second step reveals itself. Then they take the second, and the third appears. But most people stand at the bottom demanding to see the entire path before they move. And because they don't move, the path never reveals itself. You don't need to know how you'll get from here to billionaire. You just need to know the next right action. Take it. Then the next one will become clear. Trust the process. Not the imagining process, the building process. Step 4. Repeat daily. Every morning, ask yourself, what is the one action I can take today that serves my decision? Then, take it. Don't wait for inspiration. Don't wait to feel ready. Don't wait for alignment. Just take the action. Do this every single day. One decision, one action, repeated daily. This is how billionaires build. Not through sporadic bursts of inspired action, but through disciplined, consistent implementation. Step 5. Let visualization serve action, not replace it. Here's the nuance. I'm not saying visualization is useless. I'm saying it's incomplete. Use visualization as fuel, not as the destination. Spend 5 minutes visualizing your end result to get emotionally charged. Then use that charge to take massive action. Let the feeling drive the doing, but never let the feeling replace the doing. Visualization is the spark. Action is the fire. And fire is what creates heat, light, and transformation. Here's what separates you from a billionaire right now. It's not intelligence. It's not luck. It's not privilege. It's implementation. They implement at a rate you haven't even imagined yet. While you're visualizing one thing, they're executing 10. And execution creates results. Results create confidence. Confidence creates bigger decisions. And bigger decisions create wealth. So here's your challenge. Right now, before you close this video, make one decision. Not a wish, a decision. Write it down. Then identify the next physical action. Not tomorrow, today, in the next hour if possible, and take it. Don't overthink it. Don't perfect it. Just do it. And then tomorrow, do it again. And the next day, and the next. In 1 month of daily implementation, you'll have taken 30 actions. In 1 year, 365. Do you think 30 actions compound into visible results? What about 365? That's how billionaires build, not through one perfect visualization, but through hundreds of imperfect actions that compound into empires. If you're ready to stop imagining and start building, comment "I decide" and tell me what your one decision is. Let's see how many of us are ready to shift from manifestation to creation, from hoping to building, from visualizing to becoming. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, remember, billionaires don't visualize, they build. And so can you.